found out the other week. That, you know, if I do a live stream for some reason using the mobile phone, it gets a lot more views, because it's a vertical thing and all that, than if I actually did a stream normally, you know, where I'd done it the proper way around. So hopefully it'll get a notification sent out. And I got one of these, did a video on it earlier today. But yeah, hopefully get some people on. Once some people have been on and I've showed them this, I'll actually just use this as a stand for the little phone cradle thing, because that will actually make the stream more sort of steady. Because I know it's probably slightly lopsided at the moment, but there's not much I can do about that. Because if I put it on my actual desk, it's a lot lower down. So yeah, the reason is, Tom, as I said, and it's a bit annoying, is if I do vertical streams and like YouTube Shorts, YouTube always notifies people. If I do the proper landscape videos, because YouTube isn't so keen on those because it's not a competitor to TikTok or whatever, they don't share them as much. So yeah, the cynical thing is, as much as this camera isn't as good as my proper webcam that's literally right there, you know, the microphone isn't as good as the microphone I've got on my desk. Right, Byron? If I do the streams properly like I'm used to with all my good equipment, it will get less views because of how YouTube's doing this stupid everything has to be vertical thing. The good thing is Hype's sending me a camera that I can live stream with, which is actually quite a high quality one that can do vertical as well as horizontal. So what I'm going to do is when that one comes, or if I do any streams and they're vertical streams, I'll show them using that. So yeah, as I said, this came today, already done a short on it. So it's quite cool. The Soviet TA-57 field telephone. It's got a really stiff clasp on this one, so to get it to open. Yeah, like I said. Alright, Rich, yeah, to get it to open, there we go. So it's a pretty cool thing, unless you're one of the people being tortured by him, of course, but yeah. This one wasn't advertised as in working order or anything, but, you know, I just thought it'd be quite cool to get one. I haven't got one yet, Tom, because I've had no need to use it yet, but I will do at some point. So, yeah, I think the bits they torture people with using these are these bits. Like, you know, where you connect it to the line where you were going to phone somebody. I think they connect those electrodes to people, and then they dial in the, you know, they start winching up the thing. Now, this hasn't got a battery in it, because the battery would go in there. So obviously what it does is it has the power coming from the battery, and then I think when you crank it, then that does the 80 volt sort of current going through. Hello? But yeah, so it's a pretty cool thing, you know, like I said, I don't know if this one works or not. I'd have to get the battery first and all that. I opened the insides up. They're a bit corroded, but otherwise seem absolutely fine. You know, it's a typical old Soviet looking thing. Yeah, it's an airsoft G36, otherwise it wouldn't take a battery, would it? But yeah, I've got some real rifles, but not a G36. So yeah, like I said, I'll pop this back. There's a bit of, you know, like damage to the wires and that, but overall it's pretty cool, this. Like I said, it wasn't as much as a lot of them cost on eBay. I just found somebody with one, you know, like an antique store that had one listed rather than like a normal surplus seller, so I ordered from there. Oh yeah, and obviously it's designed as well, just to show you that once you've got the lid closed, yeah, I think you put the wires through there, maybe. I was going to say, yeah, you can test this out. Put the wires through there, and then it's not like that, because then that keeps the catch there open. Okay, so how would you get those bits out without... Yeah, probably out the same bit the phone cable lead goes out of, I'd imagine. So maybe down there. But yeah, I know you can actually have these set up as well with the lid closed once you've got them operational. So... Ah, there we go, yeah. So I assume you just put them out like that. But, yeah, they're obviously designed so when they're in the packet you can actually have them like that as well. Load bearing vests. No, I mean, like I said, the best vest I've got, like what do you want it for, like magazines and things, is the best one I've got. I've done videos on them. I've got a Dutch I've got a Dutch DPM one, which barely has anything on it. It's like one that's just nothing but the molly sort of straps. Um, I already answered you about that. Like I said, I haven't got one at the moment. Like I said, it's the sort of thing I might get at some point, but you know. But anyway, yeah, going back to the vest. As for the like I've got a Dutch one that's just literally molly straps, which is great. So that's good because you can just literally set it up exactly how you want it, the Dutch vest. Otherwise, the other one I've got that's quite good is the British Army one that's, just got pre-stitched on pouches. Yeah, there's also, like I said, you can get pretty cheap, both in desert and woodland DPM. The standard, like rigging vests they used to use before all the modern stuff, where they had all the molly stuff on the body armour itself. So, they're quite good. Again, it's very similar to the Dutch one, it's just you can't configure it as much yourself, because, most of it is already, like pouches just sewn on. But that's quite good, it's got mag pouches on, like water bottle pouches, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it sounds fun. The next gen recoil thing. Like I said, it's just annoying for me. I can't really do airsoft anymore because there's nowhere near me that does it on a weekday, that's close by. Anyway, I'm going to pack the field telephone's wires up just so I don't want to damage it anymore. And again, on the vertical stream, it's actually kind of hard to show that. What I'm going to do is, as soon as I put this field telephone down, I'm going to use its box, like the case for it, to put the camera on, because at least that way it should mean that there's not as much, it's like a more steady kind of it should be completely level, the camera then, because I always get annoyed when the camera's slightly off jog, but again, that's the annoying thing of these vertical ones, not the landscape ones, because I'm having to just put my phone stand on a couple of DVD boxes over on my desk to actually get it up high enough. Right. Yeah, that's what I was just saying, if you can see that there, that's a little... Aesthetically pleasing gas mask I own. Hard to say. I really like actually the Forshida one, the Swedish one, just because I think that almost looks like, if you ask somebody what does a gas mask look like, it's kind of a stereotypical gas mask. Yeah, that's the Soviet TA-57, which is still in use apparently. Since YouTube basically forces you to do it, Steel Battleoid, or Batoid, okay, and the comments are too small on here. Basically, because YouTube's stupid algorithm things, the problem is, when I do streams, doing the proper way, with my webcam, with the, higher quality camera, higher quality microphone, YouTube won't share them properly. Because YouTube is now just obsessed with doing the vertical shit. So, if I do a YouTube short that's like 40 seconds long, I did one the other day that got 10k views in a day. If I do a proper video I edit together that's over 10 minutes, using my proper camcorder on a tripod and all that, edit it all together, sometimes it doesn't go out to over 1,000 people, within a week of being out. So again, it's just a really annoying thing with YouTube that basically you have to constantly just do to what they want you to do, or else they don't share your videos. So although I'll still be doing proper videos, I'm going to do a load of just the portrait kind of TikTok-y vertical shit they want me to do every now and then, just so the channel keeps getting recommended and shared. Because, yeah, so I was saying that's the annoying thing, that if I don't do that, then YouTube starts, kind of not sending a video to subscribers and all that. Because again, on this stream, I've already got 24 people on. Typically, if I do a stream, on most days of the week, with either the webcam or do it like streaming a game, we get like 5 people on. Which one's that? The Chinese M69? Or a different one? Yeah, it's because they just want to compete with TikTok, basically, annoyingly. So it's this thing of, if I did, because they think the vertical stuff is all the rage, that's what they want to share, So again, it's just one of those annoying things that, maybe at some point they'll go away from doing that, but, Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because, like I said, I've got lots of cameras that are set up for proper camcorder, like proper horizontal, landscape kind of videos. Right, PJ Woodward? But yeah, oh yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everybody. I don't know if it helps or not, but I just thought I'd say it for a laugh. But yeah, again, 31 people on at the moment. That never normally happens anymore when I do a regular stream. Oh, my PC just shut off for some reason. That's interesting. Turn it on and see if there's a BIOS error, because I think the motherboard might be slowly going on that PC. Just because I think there's like slight overheating to the motherboard now, which causes it to crash. If it's not been on for that long, it never does it. If I've had it on and I've been playing games or whatever, that's when it seems to start crashing more. Right, am I going to get a BIOS error? Or is it going to just start up fine? Just waiting on a black screen. I think I can flip the phone, so if I get an error message... Oh no, it's just booting up normally. I've had a BIOS error a couple of times. Not Team Fortress 2, not played that in ages. Yeah, Terry, as I was saying, that's the problem, is that because YouTube now is optimizing so much stuff for shorts, again, the problem is if you do like landscape content, it's kind of, oh, has Windows done a bloody update, look. Oh, configuring Windows update, there you go, that's what caused the problem. Yeah, thanks Windows Update for just randomly shutting my PC off. It might have even been doing one of those, it will shut off in a thing, and I wasn't even looking at the screen and didn't notice. Literally Google Steel Batoid. I've got a VR headset, but if you Google Alex No VR mod, it's really popular. It's on ModDB. It does require a bit of tinkering to get it to work. Sadly, it's not like a really easy, you just download and install it mod. For the most part it is, but it is one of those ones that lots of people complain about things not working in it. It does crash quite a lot as well in the non-VR mode. So I won't bother streaming any more of it because I was finding the other day that, I had to keep saving it like every 5 minutes. And sometimes you go for an hour or so and it would be fine, and then other times you keep getting crashes every 20 minutes. Hello, Rajiv? You alright? Well, the tube would connect to a filter, but if you look at the Soviet military mask, look up, it's called the SHM-41, so SHM-41, and the GP5 is basically the civilian derivative of it. So the SHM-41 could have either the filter attached directly to the mask, or you could have a hose going to like a canister filter in a satchel. Alright, dear love. So yeah, 42 people on now, so yeah, YouTube definitely shares these more than the normal streams. So yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everybody, as I said before. Not that I think it does anything, but... Right, so what does this thing do? Highlight saved to channel as unlisted video. Oh, that's pointless, don't need that feature. I know one of them turns the mic on and off, and the other's stupid filters that I don't need to do. Alright, Rajiv, I'm not on very long tonight, just because I thought I'd do a short stream just to see if it, worked again and people came on. And the answer for that is it did. No, it's not from 1941. It's called... I don't know why it's called the SHM-41. Actually, I can Google this now for you on the main PC and pretend I'm an expert. I think it's just gas mask model 41. But it's post-World War II. I think it's from about the 50s or 60s they started doing it. Okay, so... SHM-41... does it say late 40s or 1950s up until the 1990s? So yeah, it's basically from either the very late 40s or early 50s. But yeah, there's also even older versions of like the similar mask. So if you look up, hang on. It's just everything now on my PC is starting up because I started the thing again. SHM-1. So the SHM-1, which also looks pretty similar. What year did that go into service? Oh, so that's literally the early 40s. So yeah, if you look up the Shum 1 and Shum 41, they basically are World War II era masks, those. Just came back from the zone. YouTube asked me if it liked the notification for stream. I hope you said yes. But yeah, what's the gas mask in the back? What, that one? That's just a PDF, the Soviet children's mask. There's also, what's it called? The PTM one, isn't it? The like cheapo Fallout mask. Actually, you could put a gas mask on if you like. I know the voice diaphragm on it isn't very good, but it's there. Oh, send them all flying. Yeah, that's a good mask, that one. That's a good mask. That wasn't the one I was planning on putting on. So I dismantled the Virtus helmets thing. I've got the PMG there and I've not got a filter handy for it, so... So yeah, speaking of Half-Life 2, I think my PMG size is actually going to be a size 4, because this is a size 5. Yeah, that's a size 5, and that's slightly too big, and I've also got a size 3 I bought the other day, where I found a seller that had them cheap, and the size 3 is a bit too small, so I'm probably going to just order a size 4 of this now, and then I'll actually have a PMG that's the exact size. Can do another Stalker live stream probably one of the days this week. I'll just carry on with the console ones. Probably actually do a bit more Clear Sky, because that was surprisingly good on the PlayStation. Have I played any... You played any new games yet, mate? I've been playing a lot of Ship Graveyard Simulator 2, which isn't really exactly a riveting game, but it's a great time sink. At the moment, I've been grinding some of the weekly things on Battlefield 2042. Cheers, Torai. Sorry, the only problem with this is the chat is literally so small on this screen. If I did this from a tablet, not that I've actually had a tablet in years, or like I've got a really old one, that would actually probably be alright for the thing, but the problem with doing these vertical streams is like the text is tiny. Hopefully you can get another cheap PMG. Don't do it inside your house, first of all, because obviously those compasses will give off radon gas. What you probably want to do is put some disposable latex gloves on, do it outside, so like I said, you've got the radon risk, and obviously make sure you've got a Geiger counter or something, because what you want to do obviously is check yourself and your clothes over afterwards, that you've not had any like paint flake off and go onto you. I own Kingdom Come Deliverance, so I've never got around to playing it yet. It was one of those games I was really looking forward to. I bought it after it had been out a while, and there was some reviews, you know, like one of the first 10% off sales or whatever it was on Steam. Then later on, I think I bought all the DLCs for it when they were really reduced on the Steam sale, and I've still not got around to playing it. Like Cyberpunk 2077. There's loads, or is it 2077 Cyberpunk's called? But whatever. You know, I've got loads of those games that I really need to play. I have that problem of, I buy stuff when it's on sale, and then I never get around to playing it. Was it good? Like, I've heard it's really good, but again, it's like The Witcher 3, I keep meaning to play all through The Witcher 3. Again, started it, was like, oh, this looks like it's going to be a great use of my time, and then, you know, got distracted by other things. That sounds good, Rajiv. But yeah, so with the PMG, I need a PMG, size 4, ideally. Yeah, the cool thing about the PMG is I can kind of wear my glasses over the top of it, even though it's not designed to work like that. But so, I will just have a look on eBay and see if there's PMG size 4s in there for a good price at the moment. Right, size. 4 extra large is out of stock. Small, medium, large, and extra large are in stock, but no size 4s. That's annoying. So yeah, the size that is probably my most ideal size is the one that's not in stock, because this is a little bit too big for me. The size 3 is definitely too small. I can't show you my M40 right now. I've got videos on an M40, but I don't know where I've got it stored, but it's not in this room anyway. At least I don't think it's in this room. I'm pretty sure I know where it is, but I'm Yeah, it's not in this room. If you have a look on my channel, there's an M40. I do, though, have, like I say, the C50 here. So the US uses the M50 now, and this is the C50, which is just basically the M50, but it uses 40mm filters, so it's better. So I do have this handy, which is a really nice mask. I've got some headwear like that, not much. Again, the really nice one I got that we were talking about on another stream. I have got a Ushanka somewhere and everything, but the really nice winter hat I've got, which again, after buying it, because it was, you know, right when winter was ending, I've put it somewhere now and I need to re-find where I've put it. Not on a stream, no. I can show them on regular videos, but not on a stream, because YouTube has a policy that on live streams you can't do anything firearm related. People even get strikes for like airsoft stuff and some like, you know, stuff that aren't even strictly like guns, but you know, like a gun looking. So I'm not even going to play about with it. But yeah, anyway, what was I saying about the Austrian army hat was one I bought that's really good. So it's kind of like a Ushanka. It's like halfway between a field cap and a Ushanka. So it's like basically got a proper like brimmed cap to it, but then it's got like the fluffy ear bits you can either peg up or down like a deer stalker. And when you've got it pegged down, it also has little ear flaps that you can open and peg up or peg down. So when you're wearing it, if you want to hear better, there's like little ear hole flaps that you can open up on it. Whereas obviously like on a Ushanka, when that's done down, you can't hear anything. I've also got, you know, just some regular caps and things like that, but I don't really collect caps or anything. I'm more into helmets and all that. Again, oh, speaking of the helmets, for my reproduction M35, I have ordered some reproduction helmet covers for it, so I can actually put some helmet covers on this and have is that buckle gone round the wrong way? Which one the right way was it? It's not all that buckle. Oh, I see it. Just yes. Right. Yeah, again, YouTube policy. When I luckily haven't got a strike for it before, but I did do at least one stream where as soon as I picked up a thing on stream and it was on stream for like 10 seconds, they took the stream down. Like, you know, a bot kind of. I think like the first couple of times you do it, you probably just get your stream taken down, then they probably start giving you strikes for it. But yeah, I know people as well that have had that problem, even who haven't shown proper guns, you know, like they've shown, say, crossbows or things like that, you know, and they still had the same problem. So yeah, anyway, I've got some, for this reproduction, like I said, it's not a proper World War II one, because I had a World War II one that was all rusty and crap, and sold that for over 100 quid. So I've just bought a decent quality reproduction one. But, yeah, I'm going to, like I said, I've ordered two types. I've got, oak leaf, and whatever the, like, Fallschirmjäger camo is coming. Like the splinter tarn one, whatever it is they call it. So I've got, no, I don't think Virginia Ian an actor. I have one of those US cold weather masks somewhere that looks like a GIMP mask. You know, like those weird green things for the extreme cold. Again, but I just bought that really for a laugh. But yeah, so I obviously, like I said, I've got those helmet covers coming for that helmet because the weird thing of that is the pure black Stauhelm. I don't know why I don't really like it. Like I think they look a lot better in grey, the Stauhelms, than black. So yeah, I'll put a camo cover on it just so it looks, you know, a lot more like an actual World War II one. Because I've got loads of other helmets, Tom. But what do you mean, the M35 over the M40 or whatever? Because the M35, if that's what you're asking, is the one that most reproductions are done of. I've got an East German greatcoat, which is wool and really nice. But not that actual many. I've also got a couple of other like generic wool military coats that, you know, have a camo pattern on them. But I don't have any like. I'll say that although it wouldn't actually be wool, would it? The like East German dress uniforms, but I've got some of those. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I won't be on too long tonight, just because I was, like I said, just doing a quick stream again to see if I did a vertical one, it would get a lot more views than it has. So there we go. It turns out that YouTube, definitely shares vertical content a lot more than proper, landscape filmed content. So there we go. Anyway, so tomorrow I've got a relatively free day, so I want to get a video filmed or at least do a proper stream tomorrow. Again, the problem I always have is sometimes when I think I've got a free day to get a load of crap done, and then I end up getting a load of other jobs just given to me. Yeah, that's in the greatcoat and the regular jackets. Yeah, they have the little Makarov thing, don't they? There, so you can reach in like that, and you've got it's got the Makarov little pocket. Yeah, I've got some actual World War II helmets. I've got a No, I sold the Bulgarian one. I've got at least one British World War. No, I've got two British World War II helmets. Wow, I've got one that's definitely a World War II helmet because it's the British Brodie helmet from that era. And Britain stopped using those during World War II, like phased them out during World War II. And I've also got, some British tortoise or turtle helmets, whichever they call them. And again, with those helmets, I can, I don't know if they're World War II ones or like post-war ones, because I'm not really, bothered enough to look up the exact line of materials, and see what years they started putting certain things in the liners. But essentially, the Mark III and the Mark IV helmet are almost the exact same thing. I might actually have some others I just can't think of off the top of my head. I do not like the PMK one at all. The problem I have with the PMK is it's basically like where the Soviets tried to make a kind of good quality, like Western style mask with lots of features. Oh no, the PMK used to be up there, but it's not up there anymore. I was pointing to it. But yeah, the thing I don't like about the PMK is it's like where the Soviets tried to do a Western mask with all the features, say like an S10 or an M40, that style of mask, but they really cheaped out on everything. So it's like you can have the good simple Soviet masks, and you can have like the good quality Western masks, but then there's like a Soviet mask trying to be a Western mask on the cheap, and it's just horrible. Like the Soviets were good when they made good simple stuff that worked. The PMK one is just horribly uncomfortable. The straps are awful on it. Like I said, the main thing I really hate about it is because it doesn't have a proper like oral nasal cup Tissot system. It always does this thing that when you breathe in, it quite often blows air directly into your eyes, which irritates your eyes. Congratulations to her, then, Stefan. No World War One stuff, no. Oh, that's a bit of I see. You're making a dark joke. Unless you really are from a strange place where you have those customs. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna go off now because my plan tonight was just to do, like I said, a short stream to see if it worked. But yeah, don't forget to give the stream a like I keep saying, not that I think it does anything, but I'm just kind of interested in seeing that, like I said, because this one's got 37 people on at the moment, which never normally happens when I use my webcam anymore. Because, please reply to my thing, says somebody who hasn't left a comment. Unfortunately, I think your comment has probably been disappeared by YouTube because it contained a word they didn't like. I can only see the comments that actually physically come up. It might look to you like you've made a comment, but YouTube really likes to hide comments that, shadow ban them sort of thing. And this week now, Connor, thanks. I had an annoying week the other week where, like, last week I felt quite ill for the first few days, and then I had a load of insomnia, but that's all now finally, like, gone away, and I've got some, like, short-term medication for the insomnia, so my sleep schedule's going back to what it should be. So rather than feeling tired in the day, I can sleep easily at night and get up early in the morning kind of thing, rather than having a horrible thing where I just feel lethargic all day, and can't sleep when I want to get to sleep. But then, feel drowsy all through the day, and keep having to nap. I have no info at all, I'm afraid, Samuel. The only PMK I like is the PMK4. The PMK4 and the other name they gave the PMK4. That's actually a good mask, but the PMK1 to 3 are basically just crap in my opinion. But yeah, there's an interesting thing before I go off saying about if you want to see if your YouTube shadow banned. Apparently it's to, like, leave a comment on the video, then while you're not logged into your account, you know, maybe using a VPN or whatever, go to the same place you've left a comment and see what's turning up. Because some people were saying that, yeah, you know, they often leave comments that get, like, no replies to them. And then when they've looked at the comments, you know, not from their house or whatever, when not logged into YouTube, like, their comments are just not there. Because, you know, like, YouTube has a massive, like, I guess, shadow ban list and list of words it just doesn't like and it censors. And we found as well when we've tried it in the comments and I've asked people, can you say this, to see if the comments come up. You know, it's sometimes really random, the words. Like what they sometimes... There's a video that's quite good bots did at defending the M17. Like I said, I'm still not a massive fan of cheek filter masks, but I think he made a good defence of them. As far as I'm aware, it's still the GSR, it's just the Avon-produced version of the GSR now. But I assume with how little money the government spends on anything, despite the high taxes, that it will continue to be the GSR for the foreseeable future while money gets embezzled. Anyway, thanks for coming on, everybody. I will see you all hopefully tomorrow for either a stream or a video or both. So, yeah, there we go. Robbie the Rabbit says, can he have a shout out? Yeah, there you go then. Hello, Robbie the Rabbit. Anyway, the comments, if, where did I get my airsoft? As I've said before, just before I go off, again, people keep delaying me going off. My airsoft guns that aren't two-tone, I bought off of friends that used to do airsoft, because in a private sale, you're allowed to buy the realistic imitation firearms ones. It's just, a retailer won't sell them you know, without one of the viable excuses like a UCARA or whatever. But because it was somebody I personally knew that was, you know, got bored of airsoft, they had no problem selling me the guns, because they knew, you know, that because I already own crossbows, air rifles, you know, like obsolete firearms and that, I probably wasn't going to do anything stupid with an airsoft gun, which is essentially a toy. Anyway, yeah, have a good evening, everybody. See you. Don't forget to like the stream as you go, just because I want to see if that means my videos get promoted a bit more again. But yeah, unfortunately, I might have to do more vertical videos, which I'm not a massive fan of, just because YouTube promotes them more. So yeah, have a good day, everybody. See you all.